Someone threw a bag of pretzels at me. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, October 5th, and I have a race in Jersey. Let's go get ready. Luckily, the smart me last night actually laid out all my clothes, so. Ta-da! Race fit. I also have these long pants on, but it is because it is 60 degrees and I don't feel like freezing in the cold. So I'll take them off when we get there. But for now, that stays on. I'm going to have my jacket with me. Hopefully this will be enough, but it is 60 degrees and 6:37 right now. The race starts at 9, so I expect it to be warmer by then, but we'll see. Let's get brekkie. I get a shake for breakfast. I am for once on time. It is 6:52 and I need to get to the bus by around 7. So smart person me is actually doing a lot of things in advance right now. So I have my bag packed, my books, clear bag, and some other stuff. We're gonna go on a little picnic after. So let's head out. The reason why I originally signed up for a Jersey race is because I was supposed to have a sleepover with a friend who said friend lives in Jersey, but said friend also moved to LA in the time span between when I signed up for the race and actually doing the race. So that's all right. That protein powder or protein shake that I was trying this morning has a new blend from Helloooo. Can't say I'm a big fan of the powder. It just feels a little chunky. So I like to make it into a little shake with some milk and banana to kind of hide it a little bit, but still get the protein. Which is funny enough because the protein shake flavor itself is banana. And I definitely do get banana, but I also get like chunks for some reason. We will work around it because I cannot waste a $45 bag of protein powder. The burbs. Lucky me, coming from home, I will be taking a bus and then a train and then a train, which is honestly what most people will probably end up doing, so it's fine. You would think waking up at 6 a.m. every day to get to work would help today, and you're right, it does. I am surprisingly not that tired, especially considering I went to sleep at 1, but also it means that there are no people at 6 a.m. on a Sunday, or I guess 7 a.m. on a Sunday at a bus. I had a thought the other day, and that was that this 5K is really, at least to me, such a baby race because I don't normally sign up for 5Ks. It feels too small. It was the only race I had at the time of signing up, but it's such a small distance when all things considered, with among half marathons and marathons. But I know in high school, my first race was a 5K, which is 3.2 miles, and that definitely did not feel small. I think I might have been last place or second to last place in that race. I'm blindly aiming for a 30 to 31 minute race time, which is absolutely wild because I also have not trained. So I might be speaking out of my ass. The hardest part about running is being mentally there, mentally getting myself, because I know I can definitely run that far and run pretty quickly if I just mentally ignore all the pain. So yeah, bus is here, let's get to it.
TV Running Club, shout out to the break.
I actually brought out quite a lot today, including my sunscreen, a water bottle, a book, my morning change of clothes, including my pants and jacket, nice little fig bar, crochet supplies, an extra bag in case I ever need another bag, an umbrella, of course, when it inevitably rains, and a little pocket journal. I always carry so much. I don't know why I always carry so much, just in case I need everything, But it's a really nice day at the piers. I'm not really sure where I am. I thought I was going to Liberty Park, but I don't think this is the park. It is actually really beautiful here. You can hear the alarms going off back there. And then of course you got New York City back there. Post-running update, I did not in fact PR because I actually cramped up twice while running, so I did walk for maybe 0.1, 0.2 miles. So on my Strava it doesn't actually say that I ran at 3.2, which is, but it's fine. My first mile was really good. I felt really good. It was like a 8 to 9 minute mile pace, but after that I went like 10:30, almost 11. I just really want to get out of the Cape Coral, to be honest. The way I ran today is making me a little nervous for my half marathon on next Saturday, just because I know there's hills to look forward to, but it'll be fine. Today was a good race. It was a lot shorter. I think after I hit the 2 mile mark, I was like, wait, I passed the halfway point. I only have a mile left. So that was a little bit of a booster. But I'm chilling right now. I'm probably gonna eat a fig bar. I'm not that hungry, to be honest, considering I didn't really eat breakfast and I just burned how XYZ amount of calories. I'm excited to just kind of chill here for a little bit, sunscreen up, crochet for a little bit, start a book that I've had for a very long time. I probably got this book from Stephen King back way when in middle school maybe. I'm excited to finally start because I've been kind of in let's say fictional, I'm kind of like in a fictional funk. I really like Stephen King books, but I don't know many authors that write like him in his style, and a fat ass book that takes 200 pages to actually get anywhere, but it's good. I'm excited to start it. And to maybe finish my sleeve today. I'm probably not going to finish the sleeve, but maybe I'll finish my ball of yarn. I have about this much left. Maybe about half of the ball of yarn, and I have this much sleeve. What do I want to do first? First, I want to eat. First order of business, reading. Someone threw a bag of pretzels at me, and I really don't feel like going out to eat. I'm feeling a little poor these days. I don't want to spend money on eating out as much as I did before. Too many concerts and other events. So I am living on pretzels and granola bars for now. Thank you to the lady who sent this to me. Thank you. I got a little bit through. Oh my god, there's a duck. I don't know if you can see the duck, but that little dot right in the center. I got like 15 pages on my book before I started getting sleepy. Stephen King really knows how to start his books. I think in the first page someone is dead, which to be expected, to be honest. But oh my god, there's so many little ducks. They're just floating around. I want to be able to float around. Hi duckies. In the first page, someone's dead and accused of murder, and honestly, more action-packed than you normally see in a Stephen King book. but I'm guessing now there's going to be a lot of backstory. Honestly, it takes me a little while to get through the last Stephen King books, probably at least 2 weeks. It's probably like a 500-600 page book, just because there's so much backstory you have to get through before anything really happens. But I'm excited. I don't carry this thing around with me a lot, my little pocketbook. I have some really bad sketches from way back when. You know what, like, what is this? I tried drawing a turtle. That was kind of hard. No, this was actually not that bad. I did some sketches of a living room I was in. Not bad. You can see like the chairs and the TV and the bookshelves. It was actually pretty good. High five me. Today I kind of want to figure out some video ideas. Kind of like, what did my past self ask, at least in the world of crocheting, and kind of go from there. Alright, so I have compiled I've done a little bit of homework of what I kind of want to start working on. Something that I've been thinking about more recently is my yarn collection. I don't even really like calling it collection, because when I think of collection, I think of like expensive, I think antique, I think expensive, I think unique, and mine is not quite that exactly. It's just yarn that I bought in advance for my projects they've been on the back burner for a while now, and I don't really like having yarn just sitting around not doing anything. So I'm gonna try to be more proactive about not buying yarn. So I'm gonna go on a yarn ban. I'm pretty sure I said that in the beginning of the year, and that lasted for maybe 3 to 4 months until I found another yarn sale. But I'm going to ban myself from Hobby Lobby or Hobie, Michaels, until I clear my stash a little bit. Part of it was because I had a little Etsy business, or I had some things I was selling in person and then stopped that for a while, so now I just have a lot of material. Now that, since I switched to making clothes, I just have a lot of Premier yarn. Not gonna buy any more yarn until at least for the rest of the year, and we'll see where we are when we come back on at the start of next year. I've got 2 of the 3 things that I wanted to do so far. I'm gonna crochet a little bit. It's really nice out, guys.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you.
So right now I'm working on the first sleeve of the sweater. I finished the back and front panels. I just have the sleeves and the stitching up to do, but I've been kind of in a funk about the sweater. I don't know if the cropped look that I'm going for is going to work out. I'm not in love with the material. It's like a coarse kind of soft. Like, it's the kind of soft that's like not fuzzy, but it's nice against your skin. It's fine. I wouldn't say it's like lovely, but it's not scratchy or anything. It's a little thick, which I don't know how that's gonna work with the cropped look. And I'm just kind of over the project at this point. I am over the fact that this is entirely single crochet, and the grayness of it. The purple is kind of fun to look at, but man, I am excited to finish this and maybe wear it once or twice, we'll see. I do want to see how it turns out. I think it can be cute based on, if the pictures of the pattern testers are anything to go by. I don't know if I'll wear it. I don't know if it'll be the season. I don't know if I'll finish it in time for the correct season, which I think that's a pretty common problem crocheters have. Finishing things in times for seasons or birthdays or holidays. Sometimes I wish I could just give away my projects. I don't really have friends in my life who wear crochet stuff. All right. No more touching grass. I just took a 20-minute nap because I was very, very, very tired. But but we have some more progress on sleeve. I have about 15 more rows to go, but we'll do that when I get back. I am kind of hungry. I'm gonna go back home and go eat. And I'll see you back. I'll see you back in New York. Hello. I just got back a little while ago and took a shower, and I am now warming up food because I'm starving. Wow, I really haven't eaten the entire day, I just realized. I have been obsessed with this one book or one webtoon that I'm reading right now, Operation Love or something like that. This whole thing about a girl who is basically destined to be loveless, except I'm such a sucker for just like romance comedy. You're so cute. But yeah, I'm binging that. Actually, I need to charge my phone because it is at 4%. I have my food warming up. But yeah, glad to be home. That took a while to get home actually. But in the meantime, let's try to do some pull-ups because I am still on my... I still have my goal to do a singular pull-up by the end of the year. And I realized that I should be doing like decline or incline pull-up, but I don't have a rope. So I just have resistance bands to do my best. If I do one of those every day, maybe I'll get to my pull-up goal. That look great, guys. Got some ramen noodles that we had from last night, plus some potato noodles on the bottom, and pulled pork and veggies. On another note, I am very glad, or very proud of myself, that I did not spend any money outside, other than the transit to get to the race. I don't know if this is the case outside of those who live in big cities, but when you live in a city, there is a fast food place, a Kava, a Chipotle, there's a restaurant, 5 of them on every block, so it is so easy to spend money. And for bubble tea, there is one everywhere. I was very close to buying some, but I resisted. I just kept thinking. Think about the water and the tea that you have at home. Think about the apple cider that you have at home. Think about the food that you have at home that's waiting to be eaten. And it worked, kind of. I was too tired and I knocked out kind of on the train. Anyways, time to enjoy food. Time to enjoy the webtoon. I've been on a webtoon funk recently too. Same with the book that I am so excited to binge. Alright, I've been a full potato for like 2 hours after coming home just reading the webtoon, and so much has happened in it. I'm glad that the webtoon has so much for me to get into because I'm on chapter like 60 and there's at least 100 maybe? There's a lot more to go. There's an impending, I know I'm getting closer to the updates, but it's fine. Finally opened my pack and I'm ready to do a little bit of work for tonight, aka finish the sleeve. Just because I think I have about like less than 20 rows to go, which should take me like less than an hour, something like that. And then I think I'll get started on the second sleeve. I'm excited to bring that around just because I love bringing like small projects around. It's a lot easier to carry. It should work out. We'll get to that later. I don't know if anyone else crochets in silence sometimes, but for me, I can get overwhelmed by having YouTube and Netflix up, and it kind of just makes me feel like a true potato where I am just sluggish and really not doing anything at all. So sometimes I will either have an audiobook going on. Right now I'm listening to Sleeping Beauties. I did read it before, like paperback, or hardcover, and it was really good. 10 out of 10. Recommend anyone read the book if you're into, it's hard to call it horror. It's more psychological than horror. If anyone else is a fan of Stephen King, I'm also reading his book on writing, which is just his quote-unquote tactical tips for writing, but he also goes into a lot of his backstory of how he actually came up with the stories. And I just gotta say, I don't think I ever realized or made the connection that, and I'm sure it might be Stephen King's own quirk, but the fact that his characters are writers, I don't think I ever connected that. They're also writers because Stephen King's a writer. That's the way that he portrays his characters, and the fact that some of them are alcoholics and drunks, I never really realized that Stephen King had such a colorful history. He attributes a lot of his characters based on what he's going through. The fact that he says that some of his books he doesn't even remember writing is absolutely wild to me, because I can't fathom how you can write such a lengthy book and have such good writing while barely being conscious of it or being drunk or high. I aspire to be that good at writing, or just to be able to tell a story the way that he can. He has such good character development and connections and flow. He was talking about how he had a lot of rejection slips from when he was writing when he was younger, from like magazines, and it just made me realize how many rejection slips one needs in life before you get good at anything. It's a weird thought to have. I don't know if that was a message he was trying to send, but that's the one thing that I remember, at least from the beginning of the book. Your rejection slips can keep growing and growing, and sometimes you'll get a hit and sometimes you won't hear back, and then you just keep doing it. You keep getting better, hopefully, because you're writing so much, and then one day you make it big. One of my favorite books from Stephen King is definitely The Stand and Misery. Misery was so messed up. It was incredible how the psychological terror one woman can impose on a man who cannot escape ends in the middle of nowhere. It was so well written. Another 10 out of 10 book to read if that's the kind of thing you're into. My brain is kind of on overload right now, actually, so I don't really feel like continuing to sleep right now. Maybe for tonight, we'll see. But what I really want to do right now is just journal. At least that's my favorite way of emptying my brain when it feels like it's playing the same thing on loop over and over again. So I do like journaling. I think I let go of it for a little while in college and after college. I got back into it recently, and it's been helping me not dwell on things as much. Like, of course, I'll still think about everything that I write, but go less in circles and kind of move on from whatever is bothering me. It's getting a little late. For the next 15 minutes, I'll probably crochet a little bit more. I think I really need to take my time with this piece so I don't abandon it altogether. Part of me really wants to just set it aside, but I also hate setting aside projects, especially when I do have all the yarn that I need. I have Netflix up on my phone. I think we're gonna go with, I'm only on episode 3 of Squid Games, so that might be the episode of the night. Alright, it is time to call it a night. I had my tea, did some stretching, put my retainers in, so that's why I have a little bit of a list. Anyways, I've been binging the webtoon a little bit, but I am so tired and have to wake up at 6 a.m. again tomorrow. Yay me. But thanks for joining me on my day. It was fun, I think. Spending like 3 hours on the train. Whatever. It's okay. Thank you for joining me on my day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!